Get out my business. Nani? Okay.
All right, let's get into it. Okay. Tennessee has had a horrible week. In 1 week, 2 women have died, but 2 officer-related shootings. 1 officer was shot. Another one was having a mental crisis, and then something else happened in Tennessee that is escaping me right now. But we're going to talk about Nika Holbert and her situation. And while the shooting is the premise of the idea and the act of shooting, upon watching the video, we gained a lot more information now that the story is developed. And this is why we don't always cover stuff right away, but we want to get into this. But for the most part, this is the Identity Booth. My name is Heero. That's Eric. And our goal here is to identify with you and sometimes hurt your motherfucking feelings.
Hey,
so be ready for that
real.
shit. And those haymakers come from an angle. But we're also promoting the not GoFundMe, the Run
Endurance 24.
Endurance 24.
They have a GoFundMe.
They have, but the GoFundMe is being converted to the Run sign up link, which is in the description below. So if you want to sign up there, you can make a donation there. You can sign up to run there. You get swag, which is what I was told the word is for runner's gear. You'll get a medal and a shirt stating that you completed the 24 mile challenge, and you don't have to, because I'm not going to. So pick your poison. But let's go to this video real quick, and I want to bring to your attention the failure in police training and how this woman didn't need to die. Now, there's 2 things you need to know going into this. She was stopped because the vehicle she's driving has warrants for the owner and drug arrests. Drugs is the reason for this whole story. And just with that in mind, let's watch the story.
No, hold on. Don't put me in handcuffs. I haven't done anything wrong.
Ma'am.
No, don't put me.
You're about to get paid.
No, no,
Get down. Get down on the ground. Down on the ground.
no, 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 no. I didn't do nothing.
Step out. Ma'am, put your gun down. Put your gun down. 22 shots fired. Shots fired.
She can't.
10-4, 13 keep outside code 3.
What gun?
I'm hit.
Got shot and drove off.
Step out. Ma'am, put your gun down. Put your gun down.
So we'll stop there. All right. So
Okay, hold on. Pause. Hold on. She popped, buddy.
yeah, he got shot.
Hey. Hold on, real quick. I couldn't tell from the other angle, from the body cam angle. I could tell from that
the other side.
So
Because I've watched this in slow-mo like 5 times. Like, it's funny, but it's not funny. It's funny, but it's not funny.
I told you that I wasn't gonna laugh, but bro, can't help it. First of all, she was bigger than him. She was bigger than him.
The thing
he tased her, it didn't phase her. He had to touch it to her, and she kind of rolled up on that car. You should have had somebody else there. She had a gun.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she bust buddy. Buddy gone. He gone.
No, he survived. He
Hold
survived.
on. Okay, but his life ain't gonna be the same.
Oh no.
And again, why? This dude is obviously over the weight limit for a police officer. Number 2, you can't even subdue this. You can't subdue this person. Why? Nafi, I was wrong. Heero said the person, buddy
The
still
woman
alive.
died. Sorry. Yeah, the guy. The video. The story just updated today that he's out of surgery. Like to give full context.
Hold on, you said the woman died?
The woman died.
From the gunshot wounds.
Yeah. So the thing that about this, so let's take it back. She did have a gun. She did shoot him twice, and the only reason why he survived, he's clearly overweight, so his body armor is sitting above his belly, so it protects it. But his body fat is literally what kept this man alive. So he's out of surgery, but he's still in critical condition. He lost like 2/3 of his bowels, so he'll be pooping out of into a
sack.
Into a sack for the rest of his life.
Colostomy.
But like when he first got her out of the vehicle and not handcuffing her, when he's now pursuing her because he's so big he can't pursue her and bring her down. Like there was so many things wrong with this, but remember, he stopped, ran the plates of this vehicle because there's no way this cop knows that this car has drugs. So he ran the plates randomly, which is totally wrong because the whole entire war on drugs, everybody's a suspect in his eyes. Like, what made you stop and read the plates of this car? Furthermore, once you realize that the person you're looking for is not this person, why are we continuing this conversation?
Okay, so let me ask you a question here though. If she, asking you a legit question, if she would have just stopped, talked to the guy, did whatever, let's just say she plays along. You know, you and I have had lots of conversations about expecting each other to come home. Like, we expect each other to come home. And so if it comes down to you getting shot by the cops or you just coming on home, why won't you just
in this situation, it literally, I don't think she could have gotten out of this because he's not in control. If the person who's interrogating you is not even in control, then what logic do you have to be in control? Like, this simply should have been him running the plates, saying I have a positive ID, request backup. He is out here. There's no way in hell if this woman was able to lay them hands on him like that, there's no way he's surviving in a real battle. There's no way there's no way that a man is in that car and he comes out alive. Like, he let her go into the car to get cigarettes, smoke, run around the vehicle, and then get in the car and still back off and pop 2 shots in his big ass. Like, it's just poor training, poor realization. But furthermore, this is over weed. If we weren't out here pursuing drugs, this conversation never happens. And that's the point.
And this is in Tennessee, right?
Yes.
What's their cannabis policy there?
I mean, they're a red state, so it's fair to assume that it's not legal. But like, that's the thing.
I know that there's got to be a limit.
Okay, so weed is legal. Nafi's saying weed's legal.
In Tennessee?
That's what Nafi just put.
Okay, so check this out. You run the plates. When the plates come up, if there's a warrant out, there's a dude who's gonna pop up on the warrant. If the car's not registered, if the person getting in the car does not look like the person that's popping up on your dash, then what you do is you follow the car home.
Or if you, and once, or I'm gonna even take it a step further.
Once you got it to your point, you shouldn't even ran the dang place in the first place.
Exactly. Like,
but since you did, but okay, hold on. And Heero and that, if y'all want to see us do this breakdown, let us know, because Heero and I have been talking about doing a defund the police video, more like a
why they're useless, like why they serve no purpose.
They don't really for things like this. Why am I paying taxes for this? This is just sloppy and lazy. And again, to my point, a lot of what they do is to just levy fines and taxes on the citizenry. They're not out to protect and serve the citizens. They're out to protect and serve the city or municipality in which they work for. They don't care about us like that. Most of them, you know how we know that? Because we can see it right here on this video. Running people's plates
randomly
in a parking lot.
And you know why?
At a convenience store.
At a Dollar Tree. Like
who's in Dollar Tree?
Like it's the thing is another thing that I want to bring to people's attention here is just like you tow the vehicle. You run the place and you understand that this is now a marked spot. But ultimately, if weed is legal, that means these were old drug warrant charges because they apparently haven't backlogged those old cases to let people out of jail. So like even in a state where drugs are legal, they're still looking for a way to put people in jail for drugs. It's that's the hypocrisy that we're dealing with. That not even hypocrisy. That's the bullshit we're dealing with right now. Thanks Gucci. If it's up to a certain amount, then definitely. But I mean, ultimately, there was another woman who was killed in Tennessee because she had a mental breakdown. She came at an officer with a pickaxe. But while I'm saying that more numbers are better off, they used a taser here. And these are two situations where tasers failed both times. He used and I'll commend his fat ass for that. He tried to go in with the taser. It didn't work. But it also begs the question, it's not about your tools if the user is shit. It's just a shit person with a taser now. So like the skill set has been, but like that woman who was having a mental breakdown, she came at 3 officers armed to the teeth with a pickaxe. Am I saying that I could beat a woman with a pickaxe? Yes. Am I saying I could do it without getting hit? Probably not. But there was 3 of them, and in both situations, tasers did not work. So like the equipment isn't the issue here. It's literally the training. And that's why we're always talking about this, and that's why we talk about stories like this, because when the training fails,
to your point, it's beyond the training. Look at that freaking guy.
Yeah.
Why did the police force?
Why?
And I'm calling them a force because that's what they are. Why did they allow this man to be at this weight? When you're in the military, you gotta make weight. Your PT is PT. Listen, they will discharge you if you can't make weight. Why aren't we doing this at the police force? This dude was on the ground, shot, huffing and puffing over not even a 30 seconds, and I can't even call it a scuffle. She ran around the car, got in the car. This is outrageous.
Like,
it's outrageous.
If this was the guy that came, honest to God, if he was the guy that had to arrest me, I'm like, no, call someone else. You can't arrest me.
Nah, listen, straight up, you know what I'm doing? Immediately, I'm taking a step back and I'm putting my hands up. I said, if you here by yourself, you finna take this L, bro. I promise you that. You can pull out the gun. I got my hands up. All I gotta do is take a clenched fist and put my hands up. I can stand here in front of you like this and like, what you gonna do, bro? Bro, you know what's crazy? I literally saw a dude do this to a cop. A cop showed up to this dude's job on some serving a warrant type tip. Slim dude, looked like he was pretty fit, you know.
Yeah.
And the guy, he ran up on the, hey, I'm looking for someone. He walks up to the dude's bar. I'm looking for so-and-so. You know, I got a warrant out for his arrest. He was like, oh, he's around back. So buddy comes up and he's like, are you by yourself? The dude that he ran up on said, you by yourself? He's like, yeah. Well, he said, well, I'm not going to jail today. He told the cop, he said, yes, you are. I said, no. And the dude said, he said, please don't. He told the cop, please don't step toward me. He said, all right. He says, all right. And dude put his hands up just like that. He said, you going to fight me, bro? He says, I don't want to. He said, but I will end you. So he was so calm. And when I seen dude, he kept giving the cop chances. He said, we don't have to be like this. Cop pulled his taser out. He says, I'm not worried about that taser either. So I was like, this dude had to be a ninja. He was not phased at all. He was daring the cop to run up. He said, please, I want you to. Hey. The cop should be immediately had the sense. He kept pursuing his guys like, bro, if you get within arm's reach of this dude,
he gonna knock
you going for the ride, bro.
Yeah,
you're getting destroyed. I mean, but I honestly, for real, it's got to get to that point. Once cops start seeing more people, more of their kind catching L's like this, Bro, this dude can never be a cop again. First of all, he's gonna be on a walker with a dookie bag on the side, and on top of that, he gonna be getting laughed at. Bro, you couldn't subdue this person.
But I mean, that's what it speaks to his position. He's a few more interesting facts about that officer. He's a legacy officer, meaning his dad was an officer, his uncle was an officer. Like he felt the need to be, he felt compelled to do it. So be it. But like, where's your
compelled to lose weight,
man? And that's what ultimately it comes to.
Golly, bro, this is getting aggravating. This is getting aggravating. Not gonna bring up an old conversation, a recent conversation, but I will ride for this. I ride for those kinds of situations. I don't ride for wokeness, but I'll ride for that. Let's go get the pitchforks and the tiki torches and go find them.
Well, I mean, hey, that was a story. That was our perspective on it. Tell us what you think. Do you think you could have outran that cop? Do you think if you feel you could have outran it, like, share, and subscribe. But for all intents and purposes, Eric, where are we supporting? Where can they find us?
First of all, you can find us right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that description box and go in there and see. Help send a kid in need to college. Click the GoFundMe link. It'll take you to the Endurance 2024. We got Altenberg and Russo. They're teachers at TF North High School, and they are raising money to give scholarships to some of their graduating seniors. And it just also happens to be my boy Heero's alma mater. Shout out to the North. I think Sis Nafi, that's where you went to school as well. So shout out to our identifiers for holding it down for TF North, man. Go ahead and hit that Amazon link. Help us take a little bit of money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket and put it in ours for the kiddos. Then go ahead and click that link tree. It'll take you everywhere you need to be. Everywhere you need to be. Man, that's
seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end decide. Slow it down and we can catch the five. But it's so hard to find through the daily grind. Been working overtime. And I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my line and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end decide. Slow it down and we can catch the vibes.